All right, thanks for staying with us. Jaeny Beck, the co-author of Simple Success Strategies for Women Entrepreneurs and former TV host and now a presentation coach, is joining us today in studio to tell us about her new book. And I just have to say, I love the cover. It certainly catches my eye.
I know, so I can't really wear those heels in real life, but in the book, yeah, absolutely. I can rock those.
So tell us about your motivation to write this.
Really, it comes down to wanting to share some of my expertise because I've worked with a lot of entrepreneurs, both men and women, but definitely women have different hurdles when it comes to getting in front of a camera and talking about themselves and their businesses. And usually they're very trivial things like, I don't like my nose, or I look too heavy. And right now, it's an exciting time because there's an online video revolution happening. We just need our cell phones to record HD quality video. You can upload it to YouTube for free, and anyone in the world can watch it. And yet women are still holding back and not getting their business and message out in a bigger way because of these small insecurities.
Just little things.
So how simple are these strategies?
Well, of course, if anyone knows about running a business, it's not necessarily really simple.
It's a lot of hard work.
Absolutely, but there are things that you can do that can make a huge difference. So one of the things I would recommend is to share your personal story in your marketing. Now, this feels counterintuitive, right? Because we want to separate our personal life with our business life. However, embedded in your personal story is the why behind your business. Why did you start your business in the first place? And human beings are hardwired to remember stories.
So personalize it.
Absolutely. So for myself, the reason why I started my business, I used to be a former broadcaster doing what you do.
Yeah.
And growing up in Canada as a Korean Canadian, I never saw anyone who looked like me. And you might understand that as well.
Yeah, I can relate to that a little bit.
So when I started my broadcasting career, I really struggled because I tried to pretend like I wasn't me. I tried to act Caucasian and perfect because that's the only thing I saw on TV. And of course, I was awful and it was a real struggle. So I had to really experiment with different techniques. And when I finally cobbled together my system to keep me authentic on camera, that's when we saw great success in the show. So I teach the same performance system to my clients today, business owners, so that they can show up authentically in their video and really talk about their business in a different way so that customers actually want to work with them.
And do you think that it's the lack of confidence that maybe sometimes prevents women from coming forward and really owning who they are?
Absolutely. From what I've noticed, women, even if they're extremely talented and very skilled, they tend to underplay their accomplishments. That's one thing I definitely notice. One thing women are very good at, though, is creating supportive networks and relationships. And we'll see that in Vancouver. We have so many fantastic women organizations here, Forum for Women Entrepreneurs, Grow Your Biz, eWomen Network. So there's a lot of support for women entrepreneurs in our city.
One of the tips that you give is learning how to say no.
Absolutely.
This is an interesting one. Tell us what you mean by that.
Well, women are givers, we're helpers, and we also have a lot of things to take care of in our lives. Children, parents, partners, friends. And if you want to run a business, it's more than a full-time job. So really it's about learning how to say no so that you can actually have some success in business. Try this thing, okay? When you go home, go to the mirror and just stand in front of the mirror and say no in a bunch of different ways. No, no. No, thank you. Thanks, no thanks. And it's surprisingly empowering when you actually say no and try to do that in your real life.
Okay.
What about your other, when you say, when you speak with your clients or your customers, speak their language, talk their language?
Absolutely. It's like some plague happens to people when they talk in business speak. All this corporate jargon comes out.
Right.
I'm a full service provider who, strives for exceptional customer service. It's like, those words are cliche. They don't mean anything anymore. So a client I just worked with, Fusion Projects, they do phenomenal interior office design and renovations for Sony and Hootsuite. So I went in with them because they didn't know how to articulate what made their business different from their competitors. I interviewed their executives and found out, oh my gosh, they had this thing called the Fusion Pledge where they guarantee their budget and timeline, and 98% of their projects come in on time and on budget. Now, for renovations and construction, that is unheard of.
Win, win, win.
Yeah, so it takes an outsider to have that perspective, to be able to see that, because entrepreneurs are in too deep. So really think, if your clients are artists, you have to talk in a creative language. If they're scientists, talk in scientific terms. So really mimic the language of your customer.
All right, very, very interesting. And you really emphasize the need to identify yourself, to record videos, and to make them available to your clients. Why do you think it is so important for people to see your face?
Well, ultimately, people do business with people. We're not robots. And when someone watches you in a video, they feel like they know you. You've probably encountered this. When you're out doing your shopping on the weekend, I bet you people come up and be like, Sonia, how's it going? They think they know you because they've watched you in video on their TVs. So if you're able to communicate with potential customers with a video, they feel like they already know you. It shortens that sales cycle. And what I recommend is just grab your cell phone, record a quick video if you want to follow up with an important client. Don't send them an email, it's so boring. Record a short video, upload it to YouTube, make it unlisted so it's not available to public search, and that person will feel so special that you went through that trouble.
Personalized.
Yeah, of sending a video, but really it's so fast these days. You can upload things to YouTube directly from your phone and it takes seconds.
Well, some great advice. Thank you so much, and good luck with your new book. Of course, it is called Simple Success Strategies for Women. Jaeny, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me in.